I await your command.
That sounds great. I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
Tell me, are you really Flemeth's daughter? Is there anything that can be done for a possessed mage?
'Tis the child abomination you speak of from the haunted castle? If what you seek is to remove the demon from the child without harming the child, there is a way indeed. There is a connection between the child and the demon, one which can be followed to the demon's true form within the Fade. There, the demon can be battled directly. Only a mage may enter the Fade. It requires lyrium and a group of mages to cast the ritual, neither of which we have, yes? And had we those things, it would still fall on one mage alone to defeat the demon. No simple task, but there you have it. I await
already knew
your
that.
command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you?
Tell me, are you
I
really?
assume you were actually asking whether Flemeth herself gave birth to me. Truly, I do not know. I once asked Flemeth that very question, and she merely laughed at me. 'Tis not inconceivable that she could capture a chastened man, or perhaps change to a more attractive form to attract him willingly. I find it more difficult to imagine her with child.
Hmm. She was not always as old as she is now, was she?
As a matter of fact, I remember her being younger once. She had black hair, much like my own, long and lustrous. But how could that be if she is centuries old? Has she become wizened only recently? Or are the tales of her legend only that, and nothing more? I do know the tales of Flemeth having many daughters, even though I have never met another. And Flemeth has always treated me as her blood.
She doesn't seem cozy family of boys. Sounds lovely. Okay. She doesn't seem very motherly.
Must one be a doting and simpering moron to be considered a suitable mother? Flemeth taught me everything I needed to learn. How to survive, the meaning of power, the truth of men. If other mothers do not teach these things, then I believe them the lesser.
No, I agree with what she's saying. But what I was trying to get at with that comment was being nurturing and caring. Because I really get the sense from what she's describing that Morgan never really got the chance to be a kid. That's what I meant. There's no place for There we go, that's what I was getting at. Nurturing and love.
Room for coddling and weakness? Why should such things be desirable? To indulge in love is to indulge
Because
in
we're a
delusion.
social
Surely a
species.
Grey Warden such as yourself does not believe otherwise.
To indulge in love is to indulge in delusion? For a girl, and she still must not believe otherwise. I don't think love's a delusion. That sounds very cynical. I mean, I'm very cynical about romantic love, but I don't think it's a delusion. Yeah, I believe that's very cynical.
Cynicism is a trait of the true survivor. Considering your situation, you would do well to remember that.
Oof. I didn't agree with her.
What do you wish of me? We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here? I feel like that's gonna make her drive away. Okay. I don't think the Morganth romance is gonna happen. I don't know. Sten, you got anything?
Yes.
Or were you doing to discuss something mentioned?
Speak then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised.
You have a question? Actually, never mind.
Very well.
What were you doing in a cage?
Sitting, as you observed.
That's not what I meant. Very funny.
Thank you.
Fine, let's just drop for now. Are you going to answer my question? You don't like me much, do you?
Warden, if I truly disliked you, I would leave. That I am still here, you may interpret however you choose.
Fine, let's drop this for now. You're impossible. Are you going to answer my question?
I did. Parshera, was there anything else?
Ashera, what on earth?
Speak then. Then I suggest we move on.
I
am
have a
hardly
question.
surprised.
Nothing.
Very
Okay,
well.
so I can't do
As
anything
you
with
wish.
him. Oh, Sten liked that. I'm surprised. Okay, shall we piss
You've
Alistar?
seen and touched Andraste's ashes.
Yeah, I
holiest
forget
thing on
how.
this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen.
I've always liked Liliana's personality. I think there's some strange, like, conflicts in it that just don't mesh. Like, she's so religious and believes in this stuff, and she believes in redemption, and when you're doing things in conversations, she's always the one that's going for the redeem option, the goody two-shoes option, and yet she's so willing to go around killing people, and she was a bard in Orlais, and it's just, there's so many conflicting things, which makes her interesting, but it also makes her feel less like a 3D character, because they don't gel, to me, at least. And so I'm having trouble liking her. I can't see. It's really hard to romance her because she's so religious. She's always going on about the Maker. I don't know if in Inquisition she's like this or if she grows as a character, and she has this very young, innocent quality in this game. It's quite remarkable. Yes. How can something so mundane have power? They're just the ashes of some woman. Thing is that, yeah, they're just the ashes of some woman, but she obviously believes in this higher power and that she was some kind of chosen one, female Jesus. And something so mundane have, yeah, how can something?
Maybe it is belief and faith that imbues them with their power, or just maybe Andraste really was blessed by him. I do not know if I am worthy to look upon her.
Why do you even, she's dead, it doesn't matter. Andraste fought for everyone, she belongs to us. All. No, why do you even revere her?
Why shouldn't I? I don't understand.
We don't need Andraste if the Maker speaks to you. Yeah, let's go for it.
Always see what you're asking. If the Maker has not truly abandoned us, why would Andraste need to intercede with the Maker on our behalf? I have never thought of this.
Such a weird religion.
I revere her because she's the Maker's divine bride. I do not have any other explanation.
Make up your mind, you can't have both. You should examine your beliefs. Alright, we should get moving anyway. Make up your mind, you can't have both.
Why? If the Maker has not abandoned us, does that make it necessarily true that Andraste was nothing?
It makes her begging the Maker to return completely absurd. At best, she was nothing, at worst, a liar. I guess I should not question your beliefs. Yeah, I'm going to challenge her on this because honestly, it's annoying because this is like... It's that hypocritical beliefs where you're just able to completely tear apart somebody's religious beliefs and all the contradictions in it. And so I'm enjoying this a bit too much, honestly. Even though I, to a degree, like Liliana.
I know it sounds irrational,
Mhm.
but faith is irrational. If
Exactly,
we knew the
yeah.
truth, it would be fact and irrefutable. But we do not, so all we can do is believe.
I'm surprised I didn't lose stuff. That was actually a decent debate. I mean, she makes good points. I wonder, because I did the Morgan's Restored Content mod, I wonder what it restores dialogue-wise. I'm not a fan as ever, and I have to say.
What is
What's
your
up?
desire?
Gonna answer some questions.
All right, but I get to stare at you luridly while you do so.
Right, yeah, whatever. Why do you want to leave the crows exactly? Tell me a bit more about what is your opinion of the Dalish,
I
yeah.
know little enough of the Dalish other than the fact that my mother was one, or so I was told. She had fallen in love with an elven woodcutter and accompanied him back to the city, leaving her clan behind for good. And there, of course, the woodcutter died of some filthy disease and my mother was forced into prostitution to pay off his debts. Oldest tale in the book.
Zevran, that's horrible. Was the woodcutter your father? So an assassination... They're an assassin, son of a whore. We're not going that route. Your father was a
How
woodcutter.
should I know? My mother was a whore, as you'll recall. None of the other elven boys in the whorehouse knew their fathers. I was not so unusual. I didn't know my mother either, of course. She died giving birth to me. My first victim, as it were. We were all raised
That's a way to
communally
look
by
at
the
it.
whores. It was a happy enough existence, ignoring the occasional beating. Until eventually I was sold to the crows. I brought a good price, so I hear.
What does this have to do? And yet, you're oddly cheerful about it.
It could have been much worse. Shall I tell you about what happened to the other whorehouse boys who did not fetch a decent price with the crows? Surely your life has not been so idyllic. People like you and I are not the product of happy lives of contentment, after all.
You can say that again. I'm nothing like you. Compare my life to yours?
Are we so different, you and I? Buffeted by the winds of fate, brought to this point by both circumstance and excellence.
I am no murderer. I don't believe in fate. You may have a point. You may have a point.
Oh, you are too kind. My original point is that my mother's Dalish nature was always a point of fascination for me. Through all the years of my crow training, the one thing of my mother's that I possessed was a pair of gloves. They were of Dalish make, I knew that much, and beautiful. I had to keep them hidden, of course, as we were not allowed such things. Eventually, they were discovered, and I never saw them again.
But how do you feel about the Dalish in general? Has there been any joy in your life at all? But you don't think of yourself as Dalish. But how do you feel about the Dalish in
I don't feel
general?
anything about them. Oh, we heard about them in the city, even deep in Antiva. I even had the notion once to run off and join them. Naturally, the reality did not live up at all to the fantasies I had constructed as a boy, staring at those gloves. But such is life. Come, enough talk of the Dalish. Let us move on.
Jeez, disapproval. Alright, disapproval from both of them. I guess we're doing Alistair then. Oh, let's talk to you. What's up, Shale? What's the sigh? You're still with me, I see. I would have expected more. You're still with me, I see.
Yes, its adventures are interesting, even if the chances for success are remarkably slim. It would be better to throw oneself off a cliff, I suspect.
Oh my god.
Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
No, stay. You're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its inventory on its own.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
So you don't like to dally. Alright. I don't have anything in that regard. Let's save and then talk to Alistair. Let's see what's up.
Maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Ah, yes. Your side quest. If you have a friend outside, this would be some former love of yours, but you'll probably be a bit too busy for a social call game. We'll get what's coming to him, I promise. This wouldn't be some former lover.
A former what? No. You honestly
I
think
love
I would
messing with
suggest we
him.
go see together? No. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She was a servant at Redcliffe Castle and she had a daughter. Only I never knew
Right.
about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a
Mhm.
secret after all. But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
That's wonderful news. So who is she to you? Really? Have you contacted her?
No. I thought about writing her, but I never did. And then we were called down to Ostagar, and I never got the chance. She's the only
Right.
real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been thinking that maybe it's time I went to see her.
Thing is
With the Blight
that
coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her.
I am so
Maybe I can help her.
confused by
Warn her about the danger, I don't know.
what you're expecting she'll do. We don't have time. If you want to, we could try. You could see her once this is all over. Oh, what are you
I'm not
expecting she will
sure.
do?
I don't know anything about her except her name and where she lives. Her name is Goldana, and I think she remarried but still lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then, well, it's worth a look.
Yep, Alistair's family. Yep. I am so confused by the whole Alistair's being half elf. Because then who they claim his mother is isn't his mother. It's so confusing. Hey, there you go.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Found it in in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
I don't know, but it's yours. Maybe he meant to give it back to you. Perhaps you mean more to him than you think. I think it would be nice. Maybe he meant to give it back to you.
Maybe he did. He might even have brought it with him one of those times he came to see me at the monastery. Not that I would have given him a chance, as belligerent as I was to him. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Sorry, did you say something? Let's not make more out of this than it is. Of course I remember. Are we going for it? Because I don't like Severin. It's so just in your face, and you get launched right into it, and his personality is just bland to me. Liliana's too religious. And Morgan, I keep saying the wrong things too. It's so funny. Well, we can continue to go down this, and then we can always break somebody's heart later. So let's go for it.
Is this the part when the music starts and we begin dancing? Because I'm game. Where's the minstrels?
Hey, 9. That's not bad. Okay, what do we have? That's for Doggy. Let's go give it to Meatbag. Meatbag, I've got you a lamb bone. Is that what that said? Oh, it didn't do anything. What the heck? Okay, fancy scroll win. Win. Okay. So we're going to go to... Wait, no, we didn't actually talk to Alistair too much. Let's talk to him
At
again.
your service.
I have some
Of course.
questions. What do Templars do? Tell me about the Grey Wardens. Why did you keep... I mean, we understand why you kept it a secret. My god, you could just ask this. Have you erased the chant or have you never... Oh my god, that's hilarious. Tell me about the Great Ordinance. Why have you remained a Templar if you hate the
Have
Chantry?
you seen the uniform? It's not only stylish, but well made. I'm a sucker for good tailoring.
Yeah, good point. Good point. But Templars wore heavy plates, mostly. In that case, you should have become a mage.
Oh, you aren't kidding. I think the Templar uniforms are as colourful as they are just so the Templars didn't feel dull in comparison. Last thing you want when you're about to take down some Maleficar out in the woods is to have him point and laugh at your taste in clothing, am I right?
And what's the real reason? Seems like that might happen anyway. Is there a way to deflect questions? Deflect questions with humor, right? Do all Templars make these jokes, or just you? I mean, he deflects everything with humor. I kind of want to ask that, but it might piss him off for asking it.
I'd use my shield if I could, but I think you might actually spot me hiding behind it. You don't really want to know about my being a Templar, do you? It's really quite boring.
I do really want to know, yes. Then make up something more exciting if you don't have to. You don't have to tell me. I was just curious.
I suppose there's no harm in it then. Sorry if I was being perverse. I'm just not used to anyone asking me these things. The truth of the matter is that I did hate going to the monastery. The initiates from poor families thought I put on airs, while the noble ones called me a bastard and ignored me. I felt like Al Eamon had cast me off unwanted, and I was determined to be bitter. But I took some solace in the training itself, I guess. I was actually quite good at it.
Enjoyed hunting mages, do you? What did you enjoy about the training? What did you enjoy about the training?
Education, mostly, but also the discipline. You need to have a disciplined mind in order to use the abilities we have. It was difficult, but rewarding. I never really felt at home anywhere, though, until I joined the Grey Wardens. And Duncan felt my Templar abilities might be useful for when we encountered Darkspawn magic, so I kept it up. What about you? Do you have anywhere you consider home?
Look, I guess my home is with the Grey Wardens. My home is wherever camp is. We're travelers now. No, not anymore, no. Was I home for a long time? I guess home is with the Grey Wardens.
Really? I guess I like the sound of that. We won't always be traveling like this, you know. Once the war is over, once the Blight is... well, a time will come when we'll have to think about having a real home again. Though that seems like a far ways off. And I suppose the Grey Wardens are gone for good. Either way.
That's assuming you can survive. They can be rebuilt. You can always keep traveling. This is not the time to think about it. You can always keep traveling.
Maybe. Could you? I don't know what I'd find out there that would be any different. I guess it would depend on where I was going. Anyhow, now I've sidetracked us. We'd better get back to what we're supposed to be doing right now.
Oh, I only got one
At
approval.
your service. Well,
We're in camp.
Now's as good a time as any to talk, right?
I think we need to end this now. Jeez, we've barely even
Fair
gotten
enough.
anywhere.
Off we go then.
Alright, so we don't have too much we can talk about. We talked to all the companions we have currently. Okay, so we'll take
Yes.
Alistair for that for the quest. Should we take Sten and Shale mixed up? Or should we just take our typical party? Let's just take our typical party. We're gonna do Soldier's Peak, so I can have the chest. That's kind of it. Oh yeah, there's also that cool sword that can be made.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak.
Mm-hmm.
Make us breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Just admit it, we were lost a couple of times. He's impressive, that's for
It's
certain.
just teeming with history. Can't you feel it?
Yeah.
So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Once the wardens flourished, their ranks full,
Hmm.
their caliber certain. Now they even accept people like you, Alistair.
Oh my god.
Hey!
Oh, that's it? Okay. Yeah, let's get him.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the king's advice then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
Oh boy. It all went horribly
What was
wrong.
that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your prissy friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
Imprint. Oh, I get it. Now, why aren't there more of these? Wait, strange phenomena can be seen where the veil is thin. Why aren't there more things that are specifically because you're a mage? More dialogue prompts like that. That's fantastic that it's... Why isn't there more special dialogue for what class you are and what you know? Dude, why didn't they take this and run with it? Come on.
The veil?
Don't worry about it, let's just
Yes,
move
what?
on. Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it with you. Okay, save. Got a lot of all these guys. Okay, come on. Follow me. Follow me. Come on. Get him. Okay.
Let's get started.
Yeah, we got him. Okay. Okay, get here so I can do this.
Another battle, I see.
They're not really in line with each other, but it'll work. Get him, yeah, we got him. Okay. I just took down several, so. Okay, granted and stuff. Okay, that's good, that's good. Is all of this... Oh, come on. Alright, let's get this guy. Let's get this guy. Get him.
Another battle, I see.
Yeah.
Now we get
I need healing.
Oh god, how did I get so low?
Right.
Oh, these are the skeletons. Oh, that makes so much more sense. These are the skeletons of... Why are those fires burning? Who's kept the fires going? Oh, come on. Let's get him. Alright, let's get you two.
Let's get started.
Okay.
I never liked this
Sword and crossbow. How is that compared to Liliana's? This is actually really good. Let's give you this for the heck of it, for fun. I know you're not trained in that at all, but what the heck, why not? Alright. We got those guys. I don't know what I want to do for the, I think I'll kill that guy who's doing the test subject stuff, but hey, I get, oh yeah, I get those 2 powers.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee
Was this
when
during
they
the
hear
4th?
our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up. I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud
Oh, hello, arcane horror.
Let's get started.
Why am I stunned? Why do I have to be stunned? Let's get him.
On it.
Let's go in here. What's in here? Oh, what is that thing? What is that weapon? What the heck?
Make a preserve.
You cannot win!
Oh, lovely. Let us.
Okay, let's get these guys. Wow, yeah.
This should be easy. Violence is a solution. Sometimes.
Is that all you've got?
Make her be praised.
That's a lot of blood.
Yep. I mean, their skeletons are not really giving off blood, but whatever you say.
Allow me. I could do that
Do it.
for you.
Warden's longsword. I can sell it, that's the thing.